Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. With the run on 1st and goal. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. QB draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Berry. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's no good. He missed it. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just...
He uncorks one deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Shoots his way for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Mills. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Inside the touchdown, no! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing.
And he loses the football. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. Stop turning the football over.
And now on second down for this offense. Oh, what a move. Unloads quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Now, fourth down. Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Off the RPO, complete. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Noles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he...
Going for it all. Touchdown Seminoles. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver... open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. He stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Rushes on him, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Wolf. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They go to the wide receiver screen. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away.
Now, 4th down.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped. A gain of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense. Now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the return man is stopped. That'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To throw, it's Wolf. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And no shot at a return. The punt flies out of bounds. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. On the run, it's Dixon. Nice move there. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass, it's Wolf. Right down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? If you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now 4th down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds and to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
Wants to throw. It's Wolf. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker is Johnson. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Gets it out quickly. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air, it's Wolf. Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Demon Deacons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Around the corner, it's Dixon. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Timeout, Florida State.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Sticks it in his belly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.